Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting and practical English learning session. I'm Hazel, and today we're going to explore three very common but often confusing words: small, little, and minor.
And I'm Albert. Now, at first glance, these three words may look very similar. Many learners use them interchangeably without realizing that each one carries a unique meaning, tone, and purpose.
Exactly, and understanding these subtle differences is what separates basic English from advanced, natural-sounding English.
So if you've ever wondered why sometimes small sounds correct but little sounds better, or why minor feels more formal, then this lesson is going to clear everything up for you.
Before we dive deep, let's quickly introduce ourselves for our new listeners. I'm Hazel, and I focus on making English simple, expressive, and easy to understand.
And I'm Albert. I enjoy breaking down complex language concepts into practical, real-life usage so that you can actually use what you learn.
Perfect. So let's begin with our first word, small.
Small is one of the most straightforward adjectives in English. It mainly refers to physical size, amount, or degree.
Yes, and it's neutral. That means it doesn't usually carry emotional meaning. It simply describes something as not large.
You can use small for objects, places, quantities, and even abstract things like problems or opportunities.
Let's look at some detailed examples.
Example 1. She lives in a small apartment in the city, but it's very comfortable.
Example 2. He bought a small notebook to carry in his pocket for quick notes.
Example 3. There was a small mistake in your report that needs correction.
Example 4. They started with a small investment, but their business grew rapidly.
Example 5. Only a small number of people understood the true meaning of the speech.
Notice how small works perfectly in all these sentences without adding any emotional tone.
Exactly. Now here's something interesting. Small is often used when we want to be clear and objective.
That's a great point. For example, in scientific or formal writing, small is preferred over little.
Now let's move on to the second word, which is a bit more expressive, little.
Little is fascinating because it doesn't just describe size, it also expresses feelings, attitude, and sometimes even judgment.
Yes, and depending on the context, little can sound affectionate, sympathetic, polite, or even slightly negative.
For example, when you say a little child, it sounds warm and caring.
But when you say a little problem, it might sound like you're downplaying the seriousness of the issue.
Exactly. Let's explore this with examples.
Example 1. The little boy was holding his mother's hand tightly.
Example 2. I have a little time before my next class, so let's talk.
Example 3. She gave a little laugh when she heard the joke.
Example 4. He felt a little tired after the long journey.
Example 5. There's only a little milk left in the fridge.
Now, here's something very important. Little can also indicate insufficiency.
Yes. For example, I have little money means almost no money, which sounds negative.
But I have a little money means some money, which is more positive.
That tiny difference, the article a, completely changes the meaning.
That's why context is everything in English.
Also, little is often used in storytelling to create emotion and connection.
For example, a little village, or a little dream, or a little hope all sound more poetic and expressive than small.
Now, let's move to our third word, minor.
Minor is quite different from small and little. It is more formal and is usually used to describe importance, seriousness, or degree, not physical size.
Exactly. When you say something is minor, you're saying it is not very important or not serious.
This word is very common in professional, academic, and medical contexts.
Let's look at some examples.
Example 1. He suffered only minor injuries in the accident.
Example 2. There are a few minor issues in the project that we need to fix.
Example 3. She made a minor error in her calculations, but it didn't affect the result much.
Example 4. The company experienced a minor decline in profits this quarter.
Example 5. This is a minor detail, but it's still worth mentioning.
Notice how minor sounds more formal and professional compared to small or little.
Yes, and you'll often hear it in workplaces, reports, and official conversations.
Now, Hazel, let's make things even more interesting by comparing all three words in similar situations.
Great idea. Let's take the example of a problem.
If you say it's a small problem, you're simply describing its size or extent.
If you say it's a little problem, it sounds softer, maybe even reassuring.
And if you say it's a minor problem, you're emphasizing that it's not serious at all.
Perfect. Now let's try describing a child.
A small child sounds neutral and factual.
A little child sounds affectionate and warm.
A minor child is formal and typically used in legal contexts.
That's a very important distinction.
Let's take another scenario. Mistakes.
A small mistake means it's not big.
A little mistake sounds gentle and forgiving.
A minor mistake sounds formal and professional.
Now, let's make this lesson even more engaging with a mini real-life situation.
Imagine you're at work and your boss asks about an error in a report.
If you say it's a small mistake, you sound neutral.
If you say it's just a little mistake, you sound more relaxed and reassuring.
But if you say it's a minor mistake, you sound professional and confident.
That's how word choice can change your tone and impression.
Now, let's create a short story using all three words.
A small cafe stood at the corner of a quiet street.
Inside, a little girl was drawing pictures while her father worked.
Suddenly, there was a minor issue with the electricity and the lights flickered.
The owner smiled and said, "Don't worry, it's just a minor problem."
The little girl looked up and said, "I like this small place. It feels happy."
That story shows how naturally these words can fit together.
Now let's do a quick recap.
Small is neutral and describes size or quantity.
Little is emotional and can express affection, degree, or even insufficiency.
Minor is formal and describes importance or seriousness.
Before we wrap up, here's a quick tip for all learners.
If you're speaking casually, small and little are more common.
If you're speaking formally or professionally, minor is often the better choice.
And always pay attention to context and tone.
Practice these words in your daily conversations.
Try making your own sentences using all three.
That's how you truly master English.
We hope you enjoyed this deep and engaging lesson.
Keep learning, keep improving, and keep exploring the beauty of English.
See you in the next session.
Until then, take care and happy learning.